Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Ranger. In the last episode, we were one day teacher for a day. We also got ourselves a new partner Pokemon from Team Dimsun's Antics. In this episode, though, we're going to go ahead and take on the next mission after we go ahead and switch partners. We're here in Partner Farm because we did get Croagunk, and I'm going to go ahead and switch it out. I just want to show that the partners that we currently have are there, and then this Croagunk here, and he's actually happy. So I guess his gauge feels faster, I think is how that works, so that's what a happy Pokemon looks like. I guess they gave all the music notes, so we'll have a happy Croagunk going with us today. So as you can see, some Pokemon do end up on the left part of Partner Beach here, so 'tis a thing that can happen sometimes. Anyways, so yeah, the other partners are just kind of located all sorts of around here, and from here we can go ahead and head back to Vientown in order for us to take on the next mission for the day. And this is where, in my opinion, the game starts getting really good. I really love these next few missions. I think they're just fantastic. I think this is where the game really starts picking up and just becoming amazing. This next mission, it can get a bit dark too. So I think you guys are in for a real treat, in my opinion. So we're gonna get off the Duo, and we're gonna head over here to Ranger Base and progress to the next day with our new partner Pokemon Croagunk, which I wanted to show off specifically just because we do have the a poison assist. And actually, before we get started, may as well show off these 4 assists that we'll be using very soon, especially Poison and Ghost in this episode. So yeah, Happy Mood, like I said, it's yeah, more partner energy, so cool, we get to use Poison more often. Not that I really care for Poison, but hey, it's something new to show off. So, if Poison goes Psychic and Dark, Poison forms a Poisonous Puddle where the Capture Disc is, so it basically causes a field hazard for the other Pokemon to avoid. Makes them tired, which makes it so they won't, their friendship gauge won't drain. So not the most useful thing in the world, and it only has one advantageous matchup, but, and it doesn't even work in Levitating Pokemon, so not the best thing in the world, but it's not terrible. This one, if you draw loops, and they'll have Ghost spawn, and it'll also make them tired. Psychic Ghost versus Dark Steel and Normal is bad. I've shown this off last time. Psychic is awesome, I think. You draw a loop, and then you can fling it to basically paralyze the Pokemon and stop them, which basically stops them from moving or attacking, making them really easy to capture, especially if you're against a fighting or a poison-type Pokemon. And then we have Pokemon Says Dark, which actually deletes, it doesn't really do anything to the Pokemon, but it'll delete field hazards like the puddles that they leave behind and so on and so forth. So apparently, I guess it's really good against Psychic and Ghost types. I mean, Psychic and Ghost types have some really annoying field hazards, whereas Fighting, Steel, and Dark really don't have any. So I guess that's the logic behind that. I don't know. Anyway, those are the 4 new assists that we'll be seeing in the next few episodes. For now, everyone kind of has the same conversations they had last time, so I don't really care. So let's head let's head in for the day, and we'll prepare for the next day of excitement after about 3 minutes of preparation. It's going to be a fairly long next few episodes just to get through all this new content coming up. This next mission. Because as you remember, Barlow went on a mission to Boyleland last day, I suppose. But we need to go to Boyleland because, unfortunately, not only the Pokemon have gone missing, Barlow's gone missing as well. So Barlow potentially in trouble, or has he just been goofing off and turned off his styler accidentally or something like that? Who knows? But some foreboding here. Everyone seems a bit worried here. Crawford isn't quite his jovial self. He seems a little bit concerned, if you read between the lines a little bit. Yeah, I bet we can laugh about it later. Yeah, he's totally not in massive trouble. Except, you know, probably is. It's up to us to save things. So like I said, things have taken a bit more of a darker turn. Suddenly, we have to go rescue our leader because something has clearly gone wrong. So in order to get to Boyleland, we have to head to Peweltown and take a boat to get there. So, in other words, Doduo away, and I'll meet you guys at the Peweltown Harbor, where we'll take a boat and head to Boyleland. Very exciting. Alright, we're here at the Peweltown Harbor, where, as this old man will tell you if you try to head upwards, you better head to the inn because you'll find captains who will take you on their boats. Oh my. And so on and so forth. So, and there's also a Doduo here now, so if you ever need to get off a boat and take a Doduo, there is one right there. But that being said, by the time that really is applicable, like I said, we'll actually have better options. Anyway, this guy will take you to Pool C. We don't need to go there. We need to go to Boyleland. So we talked to the Fire Red guy because he's taking you to that on the Captain Boyle, or the Captain Boyle. No, this is not very Franglish. It's Boyle. I mean, it's a volcano. It's Boyle. It's supposed to be a pun on, you know, Boyle. It's generally how, you know, a lot of Pokemon names work. They're generally very punny. Like me! Yay! Anyways, boat ride! We're heading to, like I said, we're heading to Boyleland to go rescue Barlow, so enjoy things being all happy and nice while they can. Our Krogunk is certainly happy. Also, along the way, you'll see some Drifloon floating over the ocean. Drifloon will actually play a major role in this next sort of area, so just kind of a little hint, I suppose, on this, that, hey, there's Drifloon. They're important, probably. Yeah. So, basically, you head here and you'll be at, sign of good fortune. Well, you're gonna need some good fortune. So, welcome to Boyleland. If you need to head back to Pule Town, all you need to do is talk to Captain Pule here, and I'll take you back. But really, it's just another boat ride cutscene. It's basically the same thing as always. There's really no reason to go show it off. So, hey, we're at a new, actually, kind of a new town here, so... Also, I took some damage on the way here from a Beedrill accidentally. But all the Pokemon have seemed to have gone missing besides a few Wingles, so... strange happenings in Boyletown, apparently. Also, the tourist girls are here again. Oh, God. I think they kind of head to all the different areas and they kind of stalk you, I guess. We have stalkers! Yay! Yay! Anyway, recharge our style here because there's a ranger outpost here if you need to recharge. Otherwise, we just kind of need to go talk to all the citizens and prepare for our entry here. So, yeah, a new ranger, yeah, because the first one kind of disappeared. Just more hints that, you know, bad things have happened. I mean, apparently Barlow made it here. So hang on to a Drifloon getting carried. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So yeah, there will be some Pokemon inside the cave, but apparently all the villages, like Pokemon, especially other fire types and whatnot, disappeared overnight. What could be going on here? Could it be part of a sinister plot? Well, it's a Pokemon Ranger game. Of course it's part of a sinister plot. That's how it usually works. So the other here is, no, we're not... See, you silly old man. I'm not the big burly guy. I'm kind of skinny, actually, and tiny. So, apparently, you know, they lost their Mime Junior as well, so it's another thing to keep in mind. So... I'm... Santa Claus! Yes. Santa is real! We just wait till you're 80 years old to tell you that. Ha 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 hee 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 hoo ha ha. So, apparently he likes to collect gemstones. Because they are outrageous. They are truly, truly, truly outrageous. League reference! Anyway, so yeah, Volcano Island is one more house. Might as well go ahead and talk to the villagers, get little hints and whatnot of things to come. There's a crime drama. What happened to all the Pokemon? Everyone keeps asking that. Well, should probably go find the answer to that. So, in order to basically progress further, we just need to head up... Hello, boy. How's it going? Oh, all the Pokemon lined up like soldiers and marched into the cave. Sounds like hypnosis. So we're not allowed to get inside the cave unless we have the village elder's permission, which means we actually have to go get the village elder's permission. And also there's an iron door here that we're not really allowed to go into. That door will come into play later. We'll have to come back to Boyleland for reasons at some point. So for now, let's head back and talk to the village elder and be like, hey, elder guy, mister. There we go. So he just gives permission into the cave. Not very difficult or anything. He's just like, okay, you can go in the cave, whatever. Don't die like the other ranger, doesn't matter. Anyway, as you head out here, you'll see more Drifloon heading, that they've apparently reached the island now, and they seem to be heading up towards the cave. Interesting, interesting. Perhaps they will come into play later. I keep saying that. I think it's pretty obvious by now. So I would talk to the guy and be like, alright, well, sure. I mean, we could have just been like, yeah, we got permission. How does he know if we're correct or not? But, hey, how did you get in here? I thought there weren't permission. A stone that can be found only here. Interesting. But yeah. Anyways, fire types everywhere. Let's capture a few new ones here. Starting with Charmander. Because Charmander! Because why not? So watch out, he'll shoot fire like most fire types do, and then you just circle him. He's a fairly basic capture. Not really anything we remotely need for anything, but we'll just get a bunch of fire types in here. I mean, it's a new area. We're gonna have plenty of new Pokemon to catch now, so we'll start this off with Charmander. About to level up actually decently soon. These Pokemon give really good experience, especially certain things that we'll see later without spoiling anything. These Slugma pools, as you can see, do hurt, which is really annoying. They're kind of like how with the Shellos, the water is just really hard to approach them properly. Except this time it's lava. We just stepped in lava where we should be like missing a foot or something. Nope. So Fire Pokemon will often use this fire attack that kind of flares up like that. Really annoying. Dark assists are obviously really helpful in dealing with that, but we don't really have that, so, well, it's a Slugma, though. Nothing too special. So, I caught a Beedrill on the way here. Beedrill will be relevant in the future, so, well, he's not needed. There's a way around it, but he can speed up a certain process, so if I can keep the Beedrill and don't really feel like I need to get rid of it, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Anyway, these things, we actually require a Drifloon! Gasp! They're important after all! Who would have thought? So we need to find ourselves a Drifloon. Luckily, they were flying towards this cave, and if we head out here, we'll see that, they have indeed arrived and are now entering the cave, so they will now be pretty much all over the cave. We need them to cross those lava gaps like this. Also, there's Gastrodon here if we so need them, but we don't actually need the Gastrodon for everything, and we have caught them before, so... way back in Marine Cave, actually. So, Gastrodon, not needed. We'll go ahead and, catch ourselves a Drifloon, because we need it to fly around places. And then I'll show off the Ghost Assist at some point on the next Drifloon I catch, because we're going to catch several Drifloon to navigate this cave, basically. Because they have an area move called Airlift, where they literally lift us up and lift us across gaps. Certain gaps of steam. So, that's how Drifloon works. Basically, we head over here and we're like, hey, Drifloon, let's go for a ride. Which seems rubby. He's like, you're carrying me over lava, please don't drop me, please don't drop me, please don't drop me, I don't want to die! And then he ends up being okay. So, that Drifloon's here. We'll go ahead and catch another Drifloon because we need to, and this time we can actually show off our Ghost Assist while we're there, because Ghost Assist is super effective against Ghost. So, Ghost Assist, like I said, basically it draw loops and it summons ghosts and stuff. It doesn't really summon if you're circling people, it's just only if you make like loops otherwise, like this. So you can spam like a bunch of them and they'll just like target them, but honestly, it seems like it doesn't target them often. Wow, I'm taking like a lot of unnecessary damage here. It doesn't seem like it targets them enough for it to really be worthwhile, so... I don't know. I don't like Ghost Assist in this game. It's really good in the first game, but in the second game I find it kind of mediocre. Oh, it's a Charmander. You know what? Since I'm stuck in a random battle against a Charmander, I may as well show off the Poison Assist. So, like I said, Poison Assist. If you touch, I'll make a puddle. That will, basically tire them out and make it so their friendship gauge doesn't drop. So I guess it could be useful against to give, like, an easy status to bosses, perhaps. An easy poison status to bosses of certain varieties, just because sometimes tired status can come into play there. But otherwise, it's not really a very useful assist in my opinion either. Also, this gap will have you jump down. We obviously don't want to jump down back to the beginning, because that would be silly, so we're not. Also, this lava here is a blue pathway, as you can see. It's actually something we can travel on later, but it's not going to be relevant for this part of the encounter. Anyways, oh man, it's Barlow Styler. So, clearly Barlow is indeed in trouble. So, we found his Styler, but where is Barlow? Well, the answer is Team Dimsun. It's always Team Dimsun. So yeah, they pretty much confirm here that they took 8 of them to bind him. They've captured Barlow. So, we now need to essentially battle. Basically, this entire encounter is going to be a lot of battling Team Dimsun. Whose team name is going to sound even more and more Chinese. Also, that wasn't very stealth, Lucky. You just kind of run up to them. You should be a bit more stealthy as a ranger, I think, when you're infiltrating the enemy base, but apparently not. So they head over there and run away, and we're kind of left to wander around here. So Stunky is a new Pokemon, so we'll go ahead and capture one of them as well. Oh, Stunky, you're so stinky. Just watch out for the poison and continue to capture it. And man, when they're happy, that gauge fills ridiculously fast. We just used it. It's already full for 2 battles. Because, I mean, technically we got all the points in the previous battle as well. Also, this gives us a chance to level up and get our HP back to full. So in general, as long as you're not too reckless, you can generally get enough HP recovery just by doing battles. We don't need the Stunky or the Charmander at the moment, so we'll go ahead and get rid of both of them. They pretty much serve no purpose in our team right now. All we need is a Drifloon, actually, which is why I grabbed one earlier, because we need one right now. So, once again, don't drop me, don't drop me, don't drop me, please don't drop me, I don't want to die! Yay. So that happens. Over here is actually a new Pokemon, a Pikachu. So as Pichu was a recovery thing, so is Pikachu. Actually, I guess technically Pichu isn't new. We caught one at the very beginning of the game. But it is a useful recovery Pokemon, which also uses a lot of electricity like that, so be careful. But we can do that, essentially. And it gives us a recharge stat of 3, which is actually pretty nice. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. And basically, recharge will give us 20 back. 20 HP back, I believe. So basically, it's the new Magnemite. It's the Pokemon will always keep on us to have if we need a recharge. So Pikachu's very good. Anyways, more mini Remo fights, because we'll be getting a lot of these now that they've perfected their technology. We'll have plenty of one-on-ones with these Pokemon thieves. And this time we have a Magcargo, so another new Pokemon for us to deal with. Obviously a bit more difficult than a Slugma, so just go ahead and loop them both if you can. They're fairly slow moving, so you can get away with it, and the Magcargo doesn't attack too often, so you can generally get them both in one go for an easy S rank. And a ton of experience. These multiple battles with these things will give you a boatload of experience, as you can see. That's almost 200 experience in one go. So as you can imagine, we're going to be leveling up quite dramatically through these mini Remo fights. The Team Dim Sum fights generally are very good for experience. So takes out one Team Dim Sum minion. So the next is, well, we actually have a Magmar to fight. So like I said, plenty of battles going on here. So Magmar using his Fire Breath like a pro, and we'll go ahead and circle the heck out of him. I said circle the heck out of him. There we go. Alright. I guess you can kind of loop around his Flame Breath if you want to make things a little bit easier. That being said, there's no really reason to risk damage at the moment. I find it generally to be better to just sort of take it easy for now. So 'tis my strategy of choice. Anyway, we head over here. There's a Charmander over here. Is there a Drifloon around here? I could use a Drifloon, but it seems like there's none available right now. I think they do that on purpose so you can have to actually find a Drifloon in this next section, because as we head over here, we're going to find a Lairon for starters. But we're going to find that we're going to need to cross here at some point, so we're going to get that Drifloon actually right down there that we see. So we'll grab the Drifloon, but first, a battle. So, what do we have today? Oh, a Kangaskhan! Well, that's new and exciting. Let's go ahead and take down one of them. So, Kangaskhan does the little Kangaskhan-y thing. And we'll just circle the heck out of it! Oh, the baby kind of like hops out and attacks with it. I never noticed that, but all it would basically do is Hyper Beam like this. So just dodge his Hyper Beams. Be careful, because the Hyper Beams will do a crap ton of damage. Easily like 5 or 6 damage a pop, so you do not want to get hit by it. But other than that, it's a fairly easy target. Worth a fair amount of experience, too. That's 108 just in one pop there, with one Pokemon. Not too shabby. So that takes out the Kangaskhan and yet another Team Dim Sum minion. And, yeah, well, you're up against me. I'm a fantastic ranger of sorts. So we do need this Drifloon. We'll add it to our team so we can cross the gap again. No one to assist the show-off, seeing as we've showed off Poison and Ghost for now, and we won't actually see Psychic and Dark until later on, probably next episode, almost definitely next episode at this point. Because I imagine this episode's not going to be running too much longer. I kind of have a cutoff point in mind. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to do everything in one go, like a crazy person, or split these at arbitrary points that I think are best, but we'll see. For now, I can really just get away with throwing away Magmar, because I'm going to be able to use the Beedrill in just a second here, in order to save time in some way. So we head over here, and these guys, again, we've already beaten you! Well, they actually have a fallback plan. They set up the Dynamite, and they create a barrier for us to enter that area. Well, why are they blocking off that tunnel, except they seem to have blocked themselves off from this mysterious door in the wall. Could it be some sort of secret Team Dim Sum thing? Well, maybe the grunts will tell us. So, yeah. Way to go, you... Who says nincompoop anymore? Exactly! Oh, yeah, they have a hidden harbor back there, so the ship out the... So they have abducted all the Pokemon, I mean, it's not really surprising. So, apparently there are hidden harbors over there, so how are we gonna get past this rock? Well, it's actually just a simple Crush 2, and we have a Beedrill for that right now. So, hey! Yeah, Yeah, I'll totally help you guys out. It's not like you tried to kill me before! You can use a Beedrill. That being said, there is actually a way to get a Crush Pokemon here. But, having a Beedrill here speeds up the process, obviously. That being said, we'll still go ahead and show how to get that Crush Pokemon. But, hey, there you go. If you bring up something like a Beedrill or a Nosepass here, you can actually sort of skip this section if you want to. But I'll show you the way it's meant to be done. So, yay, they're happy that we helped them out. Aw, yeah. So anyway, Rhyhorn. Fairly simple Pokemon. Just watch out for its attacks, and then it tends to be fairly slow when doing additional attacks. Bulky as heck, but as long as you just circle the heck out of it, you should be able to get it in one go after that. So, fairly easy in the long run. We'll go ahead and take this thing out, and not too shabby. So, that's a Rhyhorn, more new Pokemon for us to get. And the way you're meant to do this section is you need to get the Pokemon that's behind this barrier over here. However, you need to get a Psi Power Pokemon. This is something that we haven't seen quite yet in order to get past that door. So the way you find a Psi Pokemon is you head back this way, and you basically ride the Drifloon across this thing. So, kind of a bit of a convoluted process to get a Crush. Obviously, if you just don't care about catching all the Pokemon, although you should care about catching all the Pokemon. And you kind of need to do this anyway, because the Pokemon we're about to capture actually is used. If I remember correctly, it's used for a quest at some point. So I might try to keep the both the Cherim and the Pokemon we're about to find in my inventory, just because it will actually allow me to save a bunch of time on quests later. Like I said, as long as it doesn't become too inconvenient to have this few Pokemon. That being said, I do believe I should be able to get away with it fairly simple. You don't need too many Pokemon in this. A lot of them are just kind of fluff. So, anyway, you head in here, and you'll find the Pokemon we need that has Psi Power, a Shuppet. So, catch yourselves a Shuppet. The first real challenging ghost Pokemon you have to capture. They teleport around, and they tend to use a really annoying fire that will bounce around towards your Styler lines, and if it hits them, it will hurt them. So, basically keep your things away from the fire, and you will eventually capture this guy. As you can see, ghost Pokemon and later on we'll see psychic Pokemon tend to be very obnoxious to capture. But as long as you, they're still manageable though. It's just the warping around is really annoying. Don't really need a Rhyhorn for anything, so we'll go ahead and ditch that. Although the ground assist is always very nice to have, it won't actually... Don't need another one of you, Shuppet! You know what, I could run away, but no. I never run! Never! I don't know, I hate running away from battles. I mean, it is free experience, so whatever. It's also free damage. I hate that freaking Ghost Fire! See? That's how it can really screw up, so watch out for Ghost Pokemon, because they're a pain in the butt. Just like that. Anyway, we don't need two Shuppets, so... Bye, Shuppet number 2. Please don't teleport into my face next time. I just said not to teleport in my face. Shuppet. Are you even listening, Shuppet? Shuppet, stop. Please. Anyways, Magmar's gonna try to ambush us here. We also have a Lairon, so we'll go ahead and capture the Lairon as well. We just need to use our Drifloon to get back over the gap there and unlock that door. Catch the Pokemon that's inside, which would have been the way to unlock the rock in the first place. But like I said, I want to put one of those Pokemon in my inventory just because they are going to be used for a side quest fairly soon, if I remember correctly. So, and they're also a fairly good Pokemon to have on hand regardless. So, Lairon, fairly simple. Worth a decent amount of experience, although I didn't really get much of a good ranking despite not getting hit. So, oh well. We'll go ahead and get rid of the Lairon, though we don't actually need it right now. And we will Drifloon across this gap again. There you are. Drifloon. There we go. Please don't drop me. Please don't drop me. Please don't drop me. Please don't drop me. Drop me. Please don't drop me. Drop me. Drop me. Drop me. Please don't. Anyway, so we don't actually need Drifloon anymore. We're done with all the Drifloon shenanigans. Like I said, all we need to do is open the door and go from there. So, fairly straightforward and simple. So we'll go ahead, open the door here with our Shuppet. And from there, we can go ahead and... probably going to be the end of this part of the episode, I'm thinking, because it has been a good 4 minutes by now, probably? Maybe even more. So It's already been a fairly lengthy part, so I think we're gonna end it fairly soon. But for now, Muck! Muck is here, so grab ourselves a Muck. We need the Muck for a Cyclist later on, like I said, and it's a source of Crush 3, actually. So watch out for the poison gas here. It's a bit obnoxious, but if you actually do this correctly, you can still loop him, and so he won't lose credit on his looping. So, and then otherwise, just keep circling, he'll cycle through between those two techniques. And as long as you keep up a good pace, you should be able to capture him fairly easily, as so. And like I say, he's the source of Crush 3, so if you don't have a Beedrill or something to break those rocks, he's pretty much your only source of Crush in this cave that will be able to do so. So you're pretty much designed to supposed to grab this Muck, but you get the Muck, you go down, you break the rock, the team did something, was like, hey, you helped us out, thanks for that, kid. And then you're like, oh god, I helped the bad guys, why'd I do that? It's basically how it goes. So before we go ahead and end this episode, actually no, I guess, yeah, no, we try to head in the door, and we get stopped by them again. This is not going to be that easy. So, apparently, while we were too busy catching a Muck, they've gotten another mini Remo, so we have to fight a bunch of Numel. Alright, well, that's exciting, I suppose. Alright, Numel. Let's just get this over with. Oh, but you're trying to shoot fire at me. It's awfully rude, and you're trying to shoot fire at me. Also rude. Okay, let's try to capture two of them at once here. There we go. And then we capture the third one. Fairly simple, fairly easy. Multiple Pokemon tend to be, like I said, they also tend to be really good experience because you get really high bonuses. So, go us, I suppose. We're almost about to level up again. So that's the last bit of craziness going on here with these goons. They're going to give up, and apparently they have keen guards, though, at their secret harbor. So, well, I think we're actually going to end this episode here, guys. So, next episode, we infiltrate their secret harbor and see if we can rescue Barlow from them. So, things are about to get intense. This is LuckySevenDX signing out. I will see you guys in the next episode of Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia. What's going to happen? We'll find out soon. Bye-bye.